ได้ปะ
Hi everyone, we are Wo Wali. I am Javiel, team members Chunwei Dai and Wei Zheng, Yu Xi Chen, and Zhi Yao. So, what is our project? So, in the digital age, online communication platforms like Facebook are connecting us globally, often conveys various facets of our life into a single, indistinguishable digital identity. This one-size-fits-all approach to online personas can lead to challenge in privacy management and contextual communication. So our World Valley is more than a communication tool. It's a platform for empowerment. It gives users the wings to manage their online presence, aligning it closely with their real-world interactions and relationships. Just as we seamlessly switch roles in our daily lives, from a student in classroom to a friend at a cafe, this approach fosters a sense of control and comfort, knowing that each aspect of their identity is catered to and protected. So next our Sushi Yao shows our demo.
Thank you, Jiawei. So, right now we have a lot of things going on here. We have this design simple is that it's simple, efficient, and elegant. So right now you can see our row selectors. We have a whole bunch of rows going on here, and we have this row profile cards. Here you can see every one of them in details, and here if you want to edit them, you can just go ahead and edit them. I mean, their profile is very simple here, very intuitive interface here. So let's just say right now, I'm the new user. I have to join as a member because I don't have any account right now. So let's just go ahead and do that. First, I'm going to register as Luke. So let's just say Luke123 at gmail.com. Password. Okay, let's just create this account. Okay, that is registered successfully. Now let's just log in this account. So sign in. Now, upon sign in, we have to create our new identity because we have none. So right now we just have to create a new identity as a look, as a normal look. Let's say just look Yao and upload a profile picture for that. Now you see, let's go ahead and add a unique username for Luke Yao. File. Hi, I'm Luke. And you get a chance to select all kinds of pronouns here. And just go ahead and select one and email. Just going to use the normal one here. As you can see, you can choose any emails you want as a for different scenarios. And website, you can just go ahead and add one, but I'm not going to do that. Let's just hit continue. Right now, you can see we have one look row here is created. You can see in this profile card, we have a whole bunch of information going on here. We can add just if I don't want my last name as a Yao, I can just go ahead and delete it. Or I can change my bio, hit continue. Now you can say it has changed. Edit, just go back as Yao. And right now we have to find someone to chat with. Let's go ahead and find someone to chat with. Let's just say I want to chat with CK here. Let's just create that channel here. So I'm going to send a message to CK like, hi CK. And now we switch up to the CK user account. Let's just click into the role here. Now you can see Luke is sending a message. said, hi, CK. Now I'm going to send it back, reply that message. And you can do a bunch of things here, like reply with the emoji here. Hi, just go ahead. Hi, how are you? And switch up back to that Look account. You can see the message is going on alive. And let's just imagine right now I'm CK, but I don't want Luke to see my profile information. Like right now, if I'm Luke, I can see CK's profile information by click the icon here. You can see the full information in details here. But right now I'm CK. I don't want Luke to see my profile, like not incomplete. So I'm going to add my profile visibility in our profile settings here. Let's click into this one, choose a profile, CK here, and you can see a lot of selectors here. Now, let's say if I want to hide my bio here, so you can see in this preview card, it's just live, and you can see it's going live. Let's just hide my email also. So hit save and switch up back to the look. When I click into the CK's messaging layout, and I don't see any email and bio here. So that's our one of our most important features here, called profile visibility here. And I can also add a new role here. Let's just say Luke 2 and another username, Luke 2. And same email here. Let's just continue. Okay, apparently we cannot use number in our first name, so let's just go ahead and edit E instead. Let's just hit continue. Now we have a new row, and we can start a new chat. And we don't want this row now, so if we can just go ahead and edit and delete this row, hit I understand. Now you can see this row is deleted successfully. Let's just hit log out to end our demo section. Next section would be taken over by Yuxi.
So I'm Yushin. Let me introduce our architecture and design choice. So for our architecture, the architecture of our project is monolithic. It's a full stack monolithic application, which is developed by Next.js. So Next.js will handle both server-side and client-side rendering, and it will also handle the backend APIs requests. So besides our Next.js, the monolithic architecture, we also use other servers. Like the database, we use MongoDB, a cloud-based NoSQL database, and we also use Thunderbird. It's an integration of third-party API for enhanced functionalities, like real-time chatting. We also use .env. So .env is a configuration management tools. This is for the management the environment variables. So it can share the environment. It can share the environment variable for all our developer. So next part is the design patterns. In our project, we mainly use three design parts. The first one is the singleton patterns. It's for the database connection. So this function, the DB connect function, will ensure that there is only one database connection instance throughout the whole application. We reuse this instance for all the database operations. And the next pattern is the factory pattern. It's for the query function generation. So those two functions, generate find one query and generate find query. So those two functions act as factories that will create specific query function for specific models. For example, I have a profile models, and I pass the model to this function. This function will create a query function for the profile models. The last design pattern is the chain of responsibility patterns. So this pattern is used for the middleware management. It will handle the HTTP request by passing the request through a service middleware function. So each middleware function will be capable of performing specific functions like authentication, logging, and validation. So this part is implementation.
I will talk about this part of our project, the implementation, the testing, the CI/CD. Next slide, please. About this implementation, we are using the JavaScript, TypeScript as our programming languages, and the framework we are using Next.js. And about the libraries, we're using Mongoose, the Sunbirds, the React Hook forms, and the off-the-shelf components. They are including Tailwind CSS, the Sunbird UI kit. About the Tailwind CSS, we used for rapid UI development with a utility-first CSS framework that accelerates custom styling and responsive design implementation. About the Sunbird UI kit, we utilize to streamline the integration of chat functionalities with minimal boilerplate. Next slide, please. About these test strategies, we are currently using unit testing, integration testing, mocking, future-proofing test. About the unit testing, we utilize Jest along with React testing libraries to test individual components and functions. This ensures that each part of the application behaves as expected independently. The integration testing, we are using Postman to check the integration between different components and service, like database interactions and API integrations to verify that they work together correctly. The future-proofing test about this type checking, TypeScript is used to catch many potential runtime errors during the development phases itself, reducing the future burdens on test. We're also implementing the continuous refactoring, regularly refactoring the test to improve clarity and efficiency, aligning them with any new changes or features added to the application. Next slide, please. This CI/CD process, we're using GitHub Actions as our continuous integration. We're using automating the test and build process. Every push and pull request triggers a series of automated tests to ensure new changes do not break existing functionalities. And about this continuous deployment, we're using Vercel. It automatically deploys the main branch after successful integration test. Ensure that production is always up to date with the latest stable version. And about this monitoring and rollbacks method that we're using, the post-deployment monitoring, we utilize Vercel's built-in analytics and performance monitoring tools to watch for any issues in production. And it has a easy rollback. The Vercel support instant rollbacks to previous deployment if a new release introduces problems, minimizing downtime. Next slide.
So let me talk about the reflection for this project. Next slide. So for the Scrum process for this project, we do 2 week sprint for each 2 weeks for each sprint. Each sprint we have a daily stand-up meeting. So briefly, it's a daily meeting to discuss what was done the previous day and what's planned for today, and any blockers, and if anyone need help. For the sprint planning, held at the start of each sprint, where the team prioritize tasks and break them into actionable items. For sprint review, there's a meeting at the end of each sprint to review what has been accomplished and what has not. At the end of each sprint, we have a sprint retrospective to discuss what went well, what could be improved, and what will be committed in the next sprint. Next slide, please. So for the teammates' role and contribution, first we start with Shi Yao as a Scrum Master, contributing in development of application architecture, chat UI component, profile UI components, and role spectre UI components, and also API refactoring. Yu Chan developed the backend API with SQL, Next.js, and MongoDB. Wei Zheng with the UI design, UI demo, and unit testing. I designed the whole pictures for the UML for this whole system, and that's a big picture for the whole system. For Jim Wei Dai, craft the backend API, designed the NoSQL and Next.js with MongoDB. Next slide. So we totally have 40 tasks and 23 user stories for this whole project. So for the first sprint, we focus on the chat system with 3 tasks, and the second sprint we focus on the user role management system backend with 70 tasks. We finished the third sprint with focus on integration, which with 7 tasks. The fourth sprint we focus on the account and profile system with 5 tasks, and finally we integrate the friend system with 8 tasks. So totally we do 8 tasks per sprint in our project. So next part we'll be talking about the lesson learned.
During the implementation, we have made some critical tasks, and we try our best to solve them, including the challenges like the Sandbird API doesn't meet our requirements. Role needs to create multiple identifications with a single account for chatting with others, which Sandbird doesn't support. We have addressed this by establishing our own MongoDB database and integrating Sandbird user information with our own user data. And second is we also find out that uploading a user icon can take longer than expected. To optimize this process, instead of directly uploading the picture, we have decided to use upload sync, which simplifies the process of file uploads in full stack TS application. And page routing and validation can always be a very complicated part. We simplify it by using middleware. And like we mentioned before, middleware allows us to run code before a request is completed. We use it to modify the response or request object, handle authentication, redirect users, and so much more. Next page, please. As for the last, please allow me to introduce you the future works and potential improvements. For the upcoming features, we want to build a friend verification that user can approve or reject the received friend request. And we also think about to build, the voice chat or message function, and some email verifications, like when user change password or change profile settings and stuff, we will send an email verification. And next slide, please. Yeah. Okay. So for the process enhancement in the future, we have sprint retrospective adjustment. Implement more focused retrospectives that specifically target areas of improvements with actionable plans, ensuring that every session results in concrete steps to enhance the next sprint. We also want to build a more cross-functional teams. For example, a professional UI UX designer can really help. And for the new adding team members in the future, we want to have a Agile and Scrum training program. And also for the technical skills, we want to provide training in new techs that are critical for upcoming projects, such as cloud platforms, new programming language, or specialized tools that the team will need to use. And that's about everything. And thank you for watching.